Oh, she's too busy exploring the house at the moment. Just let her explore for a bit. She might.
I mean, he's done a fair bit of horrible shit. But I did not know about it. That was a garbage piece of shit at some point in its life.
Yeah. I just sort of had this baseline of low expectation for shit old white dudes.
Yeah, right. Apparently, Winston Churchill killed 4 million Bengalis by taking their food away during the famine.
Yeah. In the lead up to the Second World War and during the Second World War, there were just fucking mad famines in India because they redirected a lot of supplies for the war.
Apparently, Winston Churchill's like
Stephen or Blondie.
Maybe refresh. Apparently, during the war.
Hello. Okay. Sorry, keep going.
Churchill's Secretary of State apparently said that he couldn't see much difference between Churchill's outlook and Hitler's.
Okay. Hey, Ellen.
Hello.
We're talking about Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
How you doing? What you got on your head?
I have a headache.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, my love.
It's okay. I have a heat bag on my head for a little bit.
You're a bit hot-headed, you could say.
I am, That's what they say about me.
You are a heat bag.
So I'm just like stuffing my goddamn face.
We just had very yummy risotto and salad. It was good.
We had palmies.
Yay!
I'm telling everyone my laptop's just taking a while to warm up.
Oh, that's all right, Ruby.
Hey, everybody, guess what?
What?
Lauren moves here next week.
Woo!
Yay.
It's funny because I did exactly the same thing.
Oh, did you really? Lol.
What?
Lauren did the same thing. She was like, I'm moving there next week. That's why no one else was excited.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not excited at all.
No, not at all.
No.
Don't know why he would be.
No.
No one's excited, Isabel.
Hey everybody, great news. Rocket League goes free to play next week.
It's been free for me since the beginning. Haha.
Anyone?
She said it's been free for her since the beginning.
Yeah, but I'm going to get it on PC.
Oh no. Are you going to become a PC tryhard Rocket League player, Heath?
Heath's computer has to update.
I think it has updated.
Oh, it has updated. I've turned my video off so you're not distressed about me and my heat bag.
No. Turn it back on. I like the heat bag.
My eyes are a bit sore. We're going to kill a dragon today.
Well, we don't know that yet. We got to level up first.
Oh, we
Also,
do go level up. Oh, I didn't look at anything about leveling up.
All you can do, it's just really simple. You add like 2 points to your.
Okay.
Stephen also said we should create a
I'm
group
gonna take a quick
on
snip of
Facebook
my background
that is without him.
because it's cool.
Why?
For tactical things.
For tactical things. Are we going to need tactical things?
We're fighting a dragon.
Pardon?
Whatever you think.
Right, maybe to fight a dragon if we don't fight a dragon tonight.
I actually have a poisonous kid.
Mm.
No, I have to. Oh fuck! That's right. I have a proficiency in poisonous kid.
Yeah. I had my first motor hobo last week. I ran a game with my friend Oliver, and he
Thornley?
punched another PC, tried to kill a child, punched the other PC again, tried to fuck a centaur, and got trampled to death by the whole herd.
Good. Was that Oliver Thornley?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
He messaged me the night before. He was like, "I'm gonna ruin your fucking game." And yeah, that's just our relationship. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm God. Fucking try me. See what happens."
Stephen, say again what he did.
Yeah,
Heath didn't hear.
He punched another player, tried to kill a child, punched the other player again. They got into a massive fight over some gems.
Who's this?
That one of them tried to pocket, and then in the end, he tried to fuck a centaur and got trampled by the whole herd.
Who was this?
Oliver Thornley was my best mate in Mount Gambier, who was also a total fucking troll.
I guess that's the game, right? Like, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But also,
I said
so.
Was that your one shot?
Yeah. This was just a one shot, yeah. Thank God.
Imagine having to do a whole campaign with someone like that.
Oh, it's I don't know if you've read much RPG horror stories on Reddit, but it's one of my favorite subreddits, and it's more common than it should be.
There's a bunch of YouTube channels based on the D&D horror stories Reddit.
Yeah, like Crit Crab.
Yeah.
And was it Mr. Ripper's another one? Yeah. But I think what it is the people go into these games. I think with Oliver, he's so used to the video game mindset where he's the main character.
He can just do whatever
he sees
wants.
Exactly, and so he sees a sandbox world, and he's like, "Oh, great, I'm gonna fuck with shit." So if I do, firstly, he's never allowed of the serious game again. And if I do run a game for him, it's going to be super sandboxy, where he can do whatever he wants, but there's also big consequences. I will be trying to kill him. It will be adversarial dungeon mastering, and I will be fighting him.
A vindictive god.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Because he deserves it.
I bonded with one of my clients this week over D&D.
That's cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a new client that I hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
And he was a super nerd, and then he got very excited when I said that I played D&D, and he's very concerned about us having to fight a dragon. Level 4s. He was like, that's just not going to happen.
Yeah, look, we can get more into the logistics of this when we get into the game.
But he was very concerned.
Yes.
I love the vote of confidence there.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was like. I was like, what do you mean?
I'd like to say, as someone who has fought a dragon in D&D before, it's hard yards.
Yeah, look, it's
Very powerful.
I do have some plans, but yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I guess firstly, if people just want to jump on their character sheets and click on your little fucking hammer and mace symbol and level yourselves up.
And do yours.
You're all level 4 now.
For you. click on your dude.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, thanks or anything?
Was there anything we had to do
Yeah.
to make it level 4?
Yeah, so at level 4, you get to choose. You can either increase 2 ability scores by 1 or 1 by 2, or you can get a feat. And a feat is basically just like a groovy extra little thing your character can do. There's a massive list, which I sent through to the group chat the other day. But yeah, so you can either choose to increase your ability score or you can choose a feat.
Do I just roll average for HP?
Yeah, just average HP out. You're gonna do some last minute DM prep.
Hang on, how do I get into that again?
So on your character sheet, right up next to your experience points.
Yep.
Yeah, that little was it the hammer and
Press
Oh, yeah.
average.
morning star.
I see. Got it. Thanks, mate.
Don't worry about it.
You're right.
Go next.
Roll for. Oh, 6.
Oh no, I had to do the roll
Quite
for
nice.
I didn't do that.
It's good. It's a nice little bit of health.
Well.
Oof.
Oh,
Such
No, you don't use your average.
thank you.
There we go.
I hear you.
So you want a feat or you want to do the ability scores?
Do you think?
Wait. I want. Shit.
I'm choosing the feat OnlyFans.
Feet only.
I'm choosing OnlyFans as my feat. I think Rory has an OnlyFans account now.
Did yours come up here?
No.
Oh, next
So
one.
is it ability score and feet, or one or the other?
One or the other.
One or the other.
One or the other. Yeah. What I would suggest, if you have any ability scores that are odd numbers, you want to bring them up to an even number. If you really want a feat, then you can go through the list. But basically, the way modifiers work is every even number over 10 is a +1. So 12 is +1, 14 is +2, 16 +3, 18 +4, on and on.
I see.
Yeah, so that will give you like more modifiers. Or you can have a look through the list of feats and pick one out.
What about if they're under 10?
If they're under 10, so then it goes the opposite direction. So if you have 8, you got -1. If you got 6, you got -2. So you can also you can bring them up as well.
That sharpshooter thing is badass.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Before you make an attack with a ranged weapon that you're proficient with, you can choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll. If the attack hits, you add +10 to the attack's damage.
Yes, yeah. So if you've got like a really high dex modifier, like you have,
Yeah.
and if
Plus all my
I
other
don't know if-
abilities that like
yeah, because they have the melee sort of equivalent, which is Great Weapons Master, which does exactly the same thing.
Alright.
So, Great Weapon Master, if you score a crit with a melee weapon, or reduce a creature to 0 hit points with 1, you can make an extra melee weapon attack as a bonus action. And then you get the -5 to the attack roll and the +10 to the damage. There's some pretty cool shit in feats. I think you get to choose one every 4 levels. So I think you get one at level 8, one at level 12, and one at level 16. If we make it to level 16, I'll be over the moon, but she's a ways off yet.
crossbow expert. Hello.
Am I an elf or a half elf? I'm not, am I? I only did that.
You're a human. Yeah.
Hey Stephen,
Yeah.
is your hand crossbow just a crossbow?
Thank you.
Yeah. How come?
Crossbow expert.
So
Yeah, I'm reading it now. When you use the attack action and attack with a one-handed weapon, you can use a bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow you are holding. Is that what you're thinking?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's because that with plus like being like that's some Assassin's Creed shit where you like stab them and then fucking get your hand crossbow and shoot them as well.
Or and because you don't because you being within 5 feet doesn't impose disadvantage.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, essentially I get 2 attacks, and I can even attack one close to me and one far away from me as well. Like, I think I'm doing that because I want
Yeah,
to
excellent.
my dex by 2, but like that's
Well, what your dex is 16, yeah?
yeah, could have gone to 18 and gone up to 4, but like
Yeah.
I'm also like it's a proficiency. Like I my dex is fine.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do crossbow expert.
Fuck yeah.
Because I thought about doing the medium armor as well.
Yeah.
But
so the way loading works for crossbows is
we haven't been
essentially
doing
you.
that, have we?
No, well, because it's never come into play. The loading is basically you can't make 2 attacks with a crossbow in the same round. So say if you get like as you move higher up in levels, you get extra attacks. You wouldn't be able to use your crossbow twice on an extra attack.
So
because
this
there's a
will be
loading
beneficial
time.
coming forward anyway.
It will. If you stick with using crossbows, and then you get to the point where you get 2 attacks or 3 attacks as you move up in levels, which I'm pretty sure rogues do. Then you can just make multiple attacks with your crossbow.
All right, I'm doing crossbow expert. That's sick.
Fuck yeah.
Oh. I think I know what I have to pick.
Yeah.
Obviously, have to pick the lucky feat.
Yes, Lucky is probably one of the best on there. Lucky is.
Do you feel lucky, Stephen?
Well, do you?
Was that 5 arrows or 6?
It doesn't matter. We don't count. Nobody knows or cares.
Oh, look who's not in the PC graveyard anymore.
Yeah. We're going to have to recolor your hair at some point, Ali.
What?
Do a new token up for you. We're going to have to do a new token up for Ali. Because she's blonde now.
It's okay, they're not eating it. Thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on this. This was a bad idea.
It's good that he's not running away from you. Just leave him be. Give him some time. But leave him be.
It's undeniably a banger.
Oh, look at all my hit points.
Oh, look
See
at
how
you.
many I had.
And if who was it that got inspiring leader?
Watching.
I think it was either Ali or Fee.
See? Underneath the tables.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What did you do?
I did strength and constitution.
Oh, were they both Oh, that's awesome.
I've never heard him make that noise before, except when he was in a cat cage under the bed. She's like, oh my god, she's sitting in their cushion. She is literally invaded.
My camera up on the house.
Well, that cushion's moved like that.
Who is this?
All right, I'm going to duck out for a cigarette then. if you got any questions, just send me a message on Messenger, and
No, that's not right.
we'll bloody kick into it when I come back.
Okay.
You gonna do that too? All right. I think we'll do that too.
Alrighty.
See you
Mental health cigarette, and then we'll bust it out.
Be back here in 7.5.
7.5. I like that.
I never would have thought this was good. This is such a poor people's food. I love it. It is.
I didn't have any pasta in the house. I had lots of it and I was like,
Hey. Hey, Mark, you go.
"You're behind me." Is it Monkey just hissing?
I can really see the street cat now. It's just the tiniest little. That's what it is. Come here. Oh. Fully charged vacuum?
I don't know. Is the light close?
I don't know. It was a guess.
Light on.
Does it beep? You live here?
Yeah, but I kept being around for it. I kept thinking a moment of fully charged.
Oh.
Is that the song you play in every time?
Yeah. This is the name. Come here. They're friends. They're friends. I want to do because they're not Polish. The Polish you jump on.
And your other, and your other cat.
Yeah, and they would play.
I love that you call my water and poor people food. Oh no, that's so bad. so confused.
Sorry.
Matching. What happened there?
She's leapt up, lost her balance, knocked over my little bowl of pins. Now there are pins everywhere.
This is one of the numbers like that.
That's a lot of dice.
It is a lot, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Almost, yeah.
That really averaged out really well. Like rolling 10,000 D100s and getting pretty much 50,000. That's like perfect, almost perfect probability there.
Almost, yeah. There's another way of rolling them as well. So that was exploding none. I want to see what happens when you do an exploding compounded. Because I don't know what that means.
Lucy.
Hear me now? Can no one hear me?
That's too many. Why?
Hello.
Why?
Welcome back.
So that's how much damage the dragon does on its first attack. If you guys could all give me, a saving throw. You'll only take half if you save.
Oh, only half? That's fine.
Yep.
No worries.
Is that all?
Yeah. Yes. What's that? 25,000.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, cool.
Wait, could you guys not hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Have you're still doing your leveling now, Fee?
Yeah, I'm done though.
All done?
Stephen, with mine, I chose
Yeah.
the mage initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Initiate. We could choose 2 cantrips and 1 spell.
Yep.
But in my leveling up, it allowed me
Yeah.
to choose 1 cantrip and 2 spells.
Okay, so that's probably what you got for your level. So let's have a look. You probably just got that from becoming level 4 as a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
So, which means it hasn't automatically done it because of the feat. Let's have a look. I'm just gonna fuck with your character sheet real quick.
No worries.
Fourth, yeah. So that's what you got for your. Okay. All right.
Hey, Heath.
Yo.
I'm gonna roll my new feet into the chat.
Please.
Oops. At work.
That's really cool.
Hmm.
So you can make an epic speech.
Yeah.
Why 10 minutes?
I don't know. It didn't say that in the description previously. I don't know where the 10 minutes came from.
I guess it just means you can't, so it's for the length of a battle.
Mm-hmm.
This is mine.
Oh, I'm so glad that rolled onto the screen. That's what I wanted to see.
Okay, so you'd probably have to get a list of spells up then, and choose them, and I'd have to drag them manually into your list.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's right. Do I do a Google?
You should be able to get them up in the compendium. Let's have a look.
I might go and have a quick cigarette while you do this.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to Google it. Sorry.
No, all good. So, is
I'll get to
any?
about it because I also need to work at my house. The other pot is that isn't broken. Muggy broke. And I haven't got anything, so I was going to buy some stuff for that. Buy some potties with. Well, that's the thing.
Just so we know, Stephen, that when
Yeah.
if and definitely when I use my second attack action, the sneak attack will only apply to the first one. Sneak attack per turn. If I'm attacking twice, it'll only apply to the first one. It will roll with the sneak attack, but
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say yeah, because it's sort of like it's happening like realistically. You're giving them the old stabby stab.
Yeah. Sneak attack is very clear that it's once per turn. I can deal an extra 2d6.
Okay. Yeah.
If I do like this, it'll only do the sneak attack for the first one and just ignore it for the second one. So it'll just be 11 for the second one, not 18.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. That's easy to do the maths on too. Sweet.
Yeah.
Or in a half week. Until finally got a contact with him. And on the phone.
Okay, so I just looked it up on Reddit, Heath.
Mm-hmm.
And so say your first attack misses, you can then apply that sneak attack on the second attack if you want.
Yeah, it's the sneak attack. Sneak attack, and I can also not use it on the first one if you use it on the second one.
Yeah, so you can just choose which one you want to add the sneak attack. But like by default, it'll be the first one unless that misses. And your second one, if it hits, it will add the sneak attack on that.
Yeah. Or if the first one rolls and I think that I did enough damage without the sneak attack to kill someone.
Yes, that's also a good point.
I'll
Yeah.
probably hold off. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to know if you just want to, well, sort of like if you are going to kill them with that first attack without the extra, then that'd be your sweet.
While I was on the phone.
Bum 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 bum. How you doing there, Ali?
Alright.
I know, decision paralysis.
Oh, it's ridiculous. There's so many. I'm kind of liking the idea of shillelaghing though.
Shillelagh, that just adds extra damage to your melee attack, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it 1d8 that adds to it or something like that?
Hold on, Shillelagh.
Shillelagh, let's have a look.
Yeah.
The wood of a club or cord subject to move in nature's path duration. The weapon's damage die becomes a d8. The weapon also becomes. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. So if you attack with your staff, then I think it already does a d8, but you could use your intelligence instead of your strength to do the attack.
Yeah.
That might get a little bit crunchy in the middle of battle. Like that'll be after something I'd have to try and remember. But you can just remind me. Just yell Shillelagh at me if you do it.
Okay,
and I'll
well,
do
it's
the
a
math.
bonus action, so I'll just be like, oh, Shillelagh.
Does it last for your whole turn? Like a water cup's hope of nature's. The weapon also becomes magical. The spell ends if you cast it again, or if you let go of the what? One bonus action. Duration. Okay, so it lasts for a minute. Okay, so for a minute you'll have Shillelagh.
Which means that the whole program is useless. If the information on the first
D&D 5e.
I can't get any new information. It's too basic. It's stuff I
If I could make a suggestion
Yeah.
for fun cantrips, Minor Illusion is a lot of fun if you wanted something to fuck around with.
Minor illusion.
Yeah, basically you just create a visual illusion somewhere that, basically just something, it looks like something's there. And unless somebody touches it or like rolls a good enough investigation check, they think that this thing is real. So that can be good.
Prestidigitation, though, that I can use for that?
No, because that doesn't create an object. So say you wanted to minor illusion a pile of coins. So you just want it to look like there's a pile of coins on a table or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So prestidigitation creates like a smell or a sound, whereas minor illusion creates something you can see. So like I just think it's a fun little spell. But obviously there's like a million different cantrips you can choose from.
And she went around and she found someone else. Hey, can you just jump on this uploading job?
Yeah. Well, do Shillelagh and minor illusion.
Okay.
What level spell can I choose?
And then you can choose a first level spell.
It's not. Even if I had done that,
Just keep in mind it's something you can only do once per day. So something like Cure Wounds or Healing Word are first level spells, so that can be a healing spell. I'd probably suggest Healing Word over Cure Wounds because it's a bonus action, but
Cool. Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah.
going to bring them both up and look at them. But yeah.
And I'll do my job. Which one do you want?
Yeah, healing word. Let's do that. So at least another one of them.
Yell at me for both.
Fuck yeah. And if you want, over the next week, have a look over the spell lists and we can change those out. If you, we can call them mulligans on them if you want to change them out over the next week or so.
Working hours later.
Yay! Cool.
Oh, I just read something important about bonus actions. You only have one bonus action per round. That's good for me to know.
Yes, yeah.
Good to know.
I think you can have a reaction as well. You can have an action, a bonus action, and a reaction.
Yep.
Yeah. At some point, I want to sit down and run through all of the movement actions you can take in your turn as well. So right now, like, you obviously, like something like dodge. So you can choose to dodge on your turn, which means that every attack has disadvantage on you instead of attacking, and stuff like that. But yeah. All right, have we all leveled? Are we all feeling a little bit beefier?
You need to open the spreadsheet.
Yeah, big.
You need to put it in OneNote, you need to email these people, and then I need to do what I'm
Hey, Blondie.
and speak to this person at Volleyball, and that's how it works. 12 hours ago.
Blondie. Blondie.
Sorry.
Yo, it's all right. No, we're ready to kick into it. We've done all the crunchy leveling.
Which one? Is it this way or is it that way? Don't tell me it's one way and then tell me what's doing it.
Yeah, you tell them.
Yeah, I tell them. Something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You good.
Just work
And you know
things.
what? They deserved it too.
I could have been meaner. I'm trying really hard.
Well, we can always.
I'm trying really hard.
Nah, look, sometimes you gotta be mean. It's kind to be cruel, apparently, according to douchebags.
Is that a song?
I don't know.
To be kind.
It's cruel to be kind.
That's a song, right?
Yes, the one.
I don't want
No, not that song.
Nobody else.
When I
When I
think
think
about
about
you, I touch myself.
I touch myself.
Is that the same?
Anybody else? Oh no.
No, not at all.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Alright.
That's inappropriate. Okay,
What
let's
made me think of it
fucking.
was Pleasure
Yeah.
Play.
Oh. Alrighty. We are back.
But I changed my mind.
In black. Really say it. Okay. Just a little recap. So last time you departed from the main road. Last time you departed from the main road and you made your way north towards Thunder Tree. You came across a troll and managed to stop Faori from pushing the troll into the cavern for being a libertarian.
Fucking boot.
Fucking bootlickers. You then touched the magical hyperlink and experienced the Rick Troll ability, and then you solved the riddle very quickly. So I'm going to have to come up with a better riddle next time.
Thank you, Blondie.
Yeah, well done.
That was a good riddle, Stephen. That was actually quite a good one.
Thank you.
I found it by
Thank you.
accident based on something someone else said.
Okay.
We worked as a
And I was
team.
like, oh. You were so close, but you
It
didn't
was-
give me the answer. I can't remember.
It was sort of funny. You figured it out in like the first 30 seconds, and you spent the next like minute just like trying to explain it to everybody else.
And we were like, just tell us.
So yeah, so then you got past the troll, but you did spot a nice treasure hoard underneath the troll's bridge, which you decided to maybe come back and suss out later. You made your way further north. You got Droop's entire tragic backstory over the course of that long 6-hour journey, as not much else happened. You then made it to camp for the night. You thought you were in for a nice peaceful sleep. Well, I don't think you thought that. Your characters thought that, maybe. But unfortunately, you were attacked by a werewolf and its wolfy companions. And some people copped a few bites. And one of us may or may not be a werewolf now. But that's a bridge we'll cross. I need to add that to my timeline. I actually have a timeline of all the days and what's happened. I need to put the day the full moon is. I think the full moon's about 3 days away. So let's see. We're on day 5 now. Day 8 is going to be full moon day.
Ooh.
Yes. I'll put that in there. So then you had a nice sleep, and in the morning you found your way up to Radoth's hut. And when you were there, you found the half-orc Gren sort of bailing out water from the creek. And Droop was very impressed with his axe. And then you met Radoth, the Turtle Druid, who cleared a space on the table and reincarnated Ali. And Alarathla is back among her people. She is now a half-elf with blonde hair with a red streak. There's the only thing that remains from her previous body is this lock of red hair. And so here you are. Now I'm going to tell everybody else what Ali has got as a result of spending 6 months in her god's library. Ali spent 6 months reading and reading. She didn't really need to eat or sleep. She's just been reading. As a result, she now has not only proficiency but expertise in the history skill.
Hell yeah.
So history checks, if you want to know anything about anything, chances are Ali's read a book on it.
Yeah.
But there are downsides also to spending 6 months in your god's library and dying and being brought back to life, which we will get to probably in a couple of days.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, look, not all is shiny and great, but Ali is back. And now I actually can't remember because normally I'll rewatch these before we play, but I didn't get a chance to this week because it's just been uploaded. But
Sorry.
did you discuss? No, that's fine. It's my fault for not taking good enough notes. But did you discuss the dragon with Radoth, or is that a conversation you guys are yet to have?
We
we
know
did.
that we have to kill it. That's all we know.
Okay. All right.
Discussed
Okay.
much
Cool.
about it.
No, it was sort of, I know, like that last sort of like 15 minutes was just like rushing, like trying to get Ali back to life and then get to bed.
Yep.
So you guys are all sitting around the hut. Now, mechanically, Ali, unfortunately, you have just been brought back to life. You have a brand new body, which means you have 1 level of exhaustion. Which essentially means you have disadvantage on all skill and ability checks until you have a long rest.
Okay. Are my boobs
Yeah.
bigger in this body than they were before?
Roll a d20.
I mean, they're never going to be
You
Eldeath.
Yeah, do you want?
You mean a double D20?
Yeah, roll with advantage. 12. Yeah, they are. They're probably like a bit like, I don't know, a
Perky.
bit perkier maybe.
Rounder,
Yeah, like
plumper.
little more
Like,
shapely.
we're
But
talking pomegranates? Are we talking mangoes? What kind of fruit are we talking?
Thing to tell you. A slang word for boob in Spanish is limon. Limones. Lemons.
Yeah, lemons, mangoes, pomegranates.
They're roughly the same.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Have I told everybody the story of what happened while I was there?
No, I mean, Fayori probably filled them in with some of the details.
Okay, cool. Good job.
But, once again, this is unfortunately, one byproduct of having the pre-made characters is normally backstories are entirely written by the players. By giving you guys sort of the pre-made character sheets, there's an awful lot of backstory stuff that was sort of already there. But really, the way this is supposed to go is like your backstories are 100% in your control. Anything that has happened to you outside of the game, the thoughts, the actions, anything is sort of within your control. So, like, if there's, yeah, you just tell the story of what happened in that library. And I mean, the same goes, for Blondie, Eldeth, and Rhubarb as well. Like, your backstories are full of blank holes for you to fill, and I can also fill them. I am a very good hole filler. But, you are also welcome to fill your own holes.
I do regularly.
Hey. Okay. So here we are in Radoth's hut. We just vibing. You're all sitting around, and Radoth sort of stands and he waddles over to you with his little turtle cane and sort of inspects you, Ali. He goes, "Yes, you've come back together quite nicely." Doesn't pay particular attention to your boobs. Um,
I'm like flexing my
Charming.
muscles and I
Roll a
flick my
performance
luscious
check.
blonde locks. And I try and make it glow like Blondie's hair, but it doesn't work. I get a little sad about that.
And what's your race now?
I'm a half
Uh,
elf.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm feeling a little less elfy than I was before.
yeah, I'd say you're a little bit
Half less
taller.
elfy.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly half less. 50% less elfy.
Yeah.
You're half the elf you used to be, but you're twice the human you used to be.
Ooh.
Well, infinitely more times the humans.
Yeah, yeah. My maths isn't great.
Also,
What?
who's got my stuff?
Oh,
Well, we had our whole body, right?
yeah, I must have your stuff.
You know, you've got your own stuff.
Oh,
No,
is
we've
my
got her
is my
dead
body? Is my old body
Ooh.
sitting there? Did it get destroyed, or
I
is it just
I
kind of?
don't love the psychological implications.
No, we moved the body. The body was moved.
Yeah, your body is sat outside, sort of like, if we're looking at this picture here, your body's sort of just like propped up against this wall. Just like Gren's sort of just.
Okay,
I
just
don't
so
really
I
know
will.
if I'm only looking out for you, and then maybe I don't think it's the best idea if you look at your own
No, let's
old
not
body.
do that.
Yeah, no. Okay, that's fair. I will take your advice. On that. Maybe
Perhaps
the portal.
I'll just pop out and get your things for you. How's that?
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got your sword though. Here you go.
Oh, I love you. I missed you.
Is Gren somewhere nearby?
Yeah, Gren is sort of just standing outside, just sort of like vaguely tending to the gardens, but obviously just trying to give you guys some space. He's
Are
sort
you
of-
doing a skeleton, Patrick?
Can use my skeleton as a scarecrow.
Does anybody mind if we if I ask Gren to dispose of the body outside?
That's a good idea.
Just make
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
So yeah, Gren, just want to ask Gren if he's happy to bury it.
Everyone okay with that?
Yes.
I'll make sure he does it nicely.
We can visit the grave after.
There's really nothing to mourn because you're here, and you know.
Yeah, it's such a dope hair.
Yeah, well, anybody got any objections to that?
No, I'm good with that. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll just pop out and ask Gren.
I appreciate you.
I'd pop out and ask Gren if he could very respectfully dispose of Ali's, if he wouldn't mind respectfully disposing of Ali's former body.
He looks and he goes, "Yeah, all right, I can do that."
Does he throw it down the well?
Please. Oh my god.
He just picks up a shovel and just walks out the back and just
Yeet.
starts digging. Just digging.
This
Okay.
is empty.
Oh dear.
What's that, Lucky? Ali fell down the well. Well, too fucking bad. She's gone.
Cool.
So Akira is like super excited and can obviously tell that you are in this new body, but sort of runs outside and starts yipping wildly at Gren moving your old body. Just yip, 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 yip.
Is there? Can we do like a perception check to see if there's any reason, or does she just?
I would assume she's just.
Is she just confused?
She looks confused. She's running back and forth. She sort of pops her head back in, just doing that dog thing where they're like excited but like barking, like don't really know where to defer.
So she has no object permanence, and
Akira, it's me. I promise it's me.
She sort of wags her tail and then sort of runs back out one more time, looks at the old body, then comes back in and just sort of curls herself nice and tight around your leg.
I pick her up and I put my forehead against her forehead and I mind speak. Can I still mind speak with her?
Yes, you can still mind speak.
Oh,
with
thank
her.
fuck. And I tell her that everything is going to be okay.
She licks your face.
And I will never leave her again.
She looks very happy about that. Well, Akira's a girl again.
Yeah.
Okay. So Radoth sort of gets a bit serious. He moves the sort of the diamond you see has sort of it's been disintegrated almost in the course of the magic. The candles have burned down incredibly fast. He starts clearing off the table. Says, well, now your friend is back. I suppose we'd better talk a bit of business.
Tell us
There.
about the dragon.
Not 10 miles north of here, you'll find the village of Thunder Tree. The village was wiped out many years ago by a nearby volcano. There have been zombies and other monsters that came very soon after the initial explosion. They keep mainly to themselves, but in the past few months, a dragon has chosen to make the tower of the town its home. I would quite often prospect and scavenge through the ruins of Thunder Tree, but this has made my work incredibly difficult. In the end, I would really like to have the town cleared to begin a rebuilding. It's hard to do with a dragon there. Now, even for an adventuring party as strong as you, I think this dragon would be too much. Glenn, please come in here. Yeah, all right. I'm sending them to take care of the dragon in Thunder Tree. Would you please accompany them? Yeah, I reckon I can do that. Let me just get my axe. Oi! Droop comes running back in, sort of holding this axe. And he says, yeah, what are you on? I'm feeling pretty angry. You don't want to fuck with me right now. He's sort of wild-eyed, holding this. Droop has got a real attachment to this axe now. Says, I'm gonna need that axe back. All right. He takes the axe off Droop, and Gren is going to accompany you to Thunder Tree to help you deal with the dragon.
Can I speak with Raynor?
Sorry?
Can I speak with the druid?
Yes.
Yeah. I sort of like walk up and ask if they've ever heard. Have you ever heard anybody has spoken to the dragon, or has the dragon spoken to anybody?
The dragon first came down while I was there prospecting, and it didn't think much of me, and I've dealt with dragons in the past. I promised to leave it be if it let me live. I'll tell you this, it is a young dragon. It is proud, and it is vain. But it is protective of its tower. But I do not think that it is foolish with its life. I dare say you may not even need to kill it.
Well,
If you make it fear for its life, if it fears that it is in mortal danger, I suspect it will, how do you say, choose weaker prey.
well,
Like any predator.
my bloodline is draconic, so he may want to speak with me.
Yes, perhaps chromatic dragons are not the most reasonable of creatures. They are intelligent, but they are driven by greed and by pride.
And what color was this dragon?
A virulent, virulent,
Virulent.
thank you, virulent green.
So that is the exact ancestry that I have.
You may not have sway with the dragon, but your bloodline may grant you certain advantages.
Oh, it definitely do.
So you've got what, resistance against poison?
No, I have draconic interactions, which is whenever you make a charisma check when interacting with dragons, your proficiency bonus is doubled.
Fuck off.
And it's already 6.
Shit, so you get plus 12 to any interactions you get with this dragon.
Well, that's convenient.
That's convenient.
That's convenient.
Your dragon ancestor type is green. The associated damage type is poison. So draconic resists the magic. First off, your hit point, maximum hit point. This part of your skin are covered by thick. If you aren't wearing. Interesting. I thought there was. Okay. Alright, cool. I just wonder why it's brought up the associated damage type in your dragon ancestor, but
resistance to it?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I vote yes.
You vote yes?
I don't know.
I'll do some googling while we walk.
Yeah.
So yes, we're looking like it's going to be this dragon. It's a green dragon. It's young, it's prideful, it's boastful. But you may have a chance with a little bit of extra help.
I think we'll be okay.
I hope.
Yeah, me too.
How many of those diamonds you got laying around?
Not many. That was my last diamond.
Oh.
It is worth it, though, if you can get rid of this threat.
Alright, let's go do that then, shall we?
Alright.
Ali's looking a little bit
Grab a
frazzled.
beer while we walk.
Should we have a rest first so that Ali can get back up?
Yeah, you want to do it?
Ali's at full health.
Oh, she's all good.
Ali's.
Is she still
Ali's.
exhausted?
Oh, hang on, no. So you still got that exhaustion. It is. It's like 10 in the morning, so you could have a long rest if you just want to lounge around the hut all day.
But we long rested like a few hours ago, didn't we?
You did. You long rested not long
We
ago.
haven't really had a break for a while, though. We could just hang out for a while.
Read some books and make
Ali will be no good.
Haven't you read enough books?
I'm still looking at this old turtle's friggin' bookcase to see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, you spent so long in a library to be in a room where there's no books, where, well, there are books, there's only a small bookshelf, but there's other people around, you can hear birds. You haven't been outside in nearly 6 months.
So I feel.
Oh, did COVID hit Faerun?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah. Ali just seems really, really confused and out of place and just kind of spacey.
I think we should wait.
Faori walks up and puts a hand on Ali's back.
I kind of look confused for a second and then smile. I'm gonna touch the horn.
Faori leans over and offers a horn.
I touch it. I talk to Eva.
Everybody else looks away awkwardly.
You get in touch with Ilya. You guys now can chat. You can just touch Faori's horns and just chat with Ilya.
Hey, baby.
Oh, hello. I haven't spoken to you in weeks.
We stand and have a full conversation, ignoring the fact that it's Faori's horn that I'm
Yeah, you have a bit of a catch up with Ilya. She's just vibing out with Ogma. They're just hanging out now. Like, she's sort of like,
exchange survival before.
yeah.
Also, while we're hanging out, I want to like sidle on over to Elder and say I'm really, really sorry about Gundren.
Oh, it's
And
alright.
I missed you.
I missed you too. That's why I carried your body
Thank
for
you.
a long time.
Well, you're the greatest.
Former body.
You are the greatest. I'm glad you're back.
I'm very lucky to have a dwarf such as yourself.
Oh.
So, Eldeth, you were sort of the custodian of all of Ali's gear. So you would know where her sword, her stuff, all that stuff is on the horse if you wanted to grab it for her.
Yeah. I'll go get it.
Can I refamiliarize myself with my staff?
You can.
Cool. And I grasp my sword and get very excited about it.
Your hand would remember your former strength.
Okay, yeah, you grab your sword. You feel very you feel attached to it. Give me an Arcana check as you grab your sword.
Oh. Where'd my thing go? Hold on. Arcana.
Kiana, 7.
Oh.
You get like a static shock as you grab it.
Oh.
Like it's full of, I think there's a lot of friction that's built up.
Can I do a history check?
No. As I'm worried is going to happen now is everything is going to be like a history check.
Yes,
just in case.
This was my sword.
yeah. Okay. So did you want to rest around the hut for a day and just spend a day vibing out with Ali, get that level of exhaustion down, or did you want to sort of tune up?
Yeah, we can do that.
How long is our walk to Thunder Tree?
About 2 hours. It's not very far. So if you take a long rest now, that'll be another 8 hours.
Does the turtle have any of the stickiest of ickies?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Because I would like to.
Right.
Can I just smoke up? Can I just smoke up with the turtle?
He goes, do you partake?
Yes, I would love to.
I've got a very, very sticky sativa.
Oh,
that
sounds good.
I don't know. Today feels more like
smoking over here.
Today's more like an indica day, I think. Do you partake as well, young halfling?
I whip out my pipe.
Ooh, let's get fucking blazed.
It's always 420 somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you all right? So you spend the day just blazing up.
Can't wait to see this on the timeline.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm not allowed to smoke much weed anymore. It's my worst fucking nightmare.
Really?
Yeah, because
I thought you were descended from green dragons.
Yeah, well, it might interact with my meds now, so I'm not allowed to.
No, fair enough.
It's dumb.
I've been like, I haven't smoked much over the last couple of years, but when I have about a 50-50 success rate.
Yeah.
In that, like half the time I'll be like, just have a super chill, lovely time, and I'll be really funny and think really funny things, and the other half I'll just get fucked up and paranoid.
Yeah.
Full of bastards.
Alright. So you guys.
Sorry, Stephen, you go.
Oh no, you're right. So you guys sit down. It gets hazy, gets low. Radolf sort of like does some like prestidigitation, gets some like things going.
I want to blow a smoke ring.
Okay, roll performance.
Oh, I blow a smoke ship through the ring.
Hang on. All right, you give me. I'm going to say 18 performance.
Come
Okay,
on.
you blow the best smoke ring. You're going to have to beat that if you want to try and put a ship through it, Faori.
Advantage 24, please.
Nope. You try and blow a smoke ship, and you just start coughing.
I use meta magic.
I use all my sorcery points.
Yeah.
You sit around and Radolf's like, did you ever think that maybe like this is the astral plane? Like, did you ever just, did you ever think about that? And Gren's
man,
like,
you are blowing my mind.
Right. Hey, his hair's glowing. And he laughs for a good 15 minutes at Blondie's hair.
Jesus. Blondie, turn your hair down, man.
Writing
Trying to get up a vibe here, man.
I'm gonna.
So
I'm gonna
your hair. You're muted,
I'm
Blondie.
muted. Oh my god. Ah.
You're muted at the moment. There we go.
Ah.
Man, I can't hear a word this guy's saying.
And I want to do a druidcraft to predict the weather. But
Yeah.
make the little ball of weather prediction go through the smoke ring.
Oi.
Yes. Okay. You make this little ball, and inside there's a little Grant Denya from Sunrise. And he's like, it's looking like it's going to be a really, really bright and sunny day out here today, guys. And like,
Oh.
Isn't that
While this is happening, I
that's
cast
that little fucker that won the Gilded Logie.
I cast Chill Touch, and I get the Chill Touch's hand to put its finger through the smoke ring.
oh no. What's the Chill Touch's name?
Susanna.
Susanna. Yeah. So like Susanna's hand just like pops a smoke ring, and tiny Grant Daniel falls to the ground.
I squish tiny Grant Daniel.
It's weird if I feel kind of violated now.
Ellie, are you smoking as well, or are you just trying like recovering?
Ali's still really spacey when it's found
Yeah.
a packet of logs. And it's just
Girl, come get more spacey.
sitting in the corner.
There'll always be more spacey.
And I'm planning Eldeth sideburns.
So while you guys are doing this, Droop has been outside all day with his new axe. Just just sort of like hitting trees and chopping wood, and like him and Gren are getting on like a house on fire.
Oh.
In a good way. Or...
Droop's in a good way, yeah. Droop's letting out a lot of anger right now. So it it starts to get a little bit later in the afternoon. You're all still pretty blazed, and Radolf sort of like looks up and he goes, I think I don't have enough space for you all to stay here, and it's getting late. I've got like some stuff that I've got to do. Like thanks for coming around though. Like I really appreciate it. Just like
All right, we're going.
Anytime, come back anytime. Yes.
Roll out, and then Faori turns into a truck.
He quickly casts like mass cure wounds, and you're all sober.
Ah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, let's go fight a fucking dragon or talk to him very nicely.
Can I ask
Is that
if he's got
counting
any
along
healing
with
potions?
I've given Gren some supplies to take along with you for the trip.
On your Gren.
Yes.
It's like Glenn, but with a
Yes, that is.
That is.
Don't call him.
Such
Don't
an
call him
amazing
That
Glenn.
was Ali.
observation.
That was Ali
Oh.
talking.
And that was Fayori talking.
that
I'm gonna
contact
call him
high as a
Glenn.
one-off.
Glenn?
Oi, that's not my name.
Glenn.
No, it's Gren.
When?
Gren.
Len?
J-R.
I'm gonna call you
Gren.
Bill.
No, it's not.
They're pulling your leg, Gren. You're okay.
Gwen,
You're all good.
She's messing with you, man.
You're all good. You're all good.
Just so you know, I've got an intelligence of 6, all right? But I've got a strength of 18. So, like, you know, don't make me. All right, we're ready to go.
Let's go.
Oh, Stephen, you just reminded me of the Big Nights.
The Big Nights?
Yeah. Have you ever seen the Big
Nights?
Nights? The
No.
strength of 14.
Oh my
I
god.
love the big nights.
Gee, that triggered a core memory.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I forgot they existed.
The
Wow.
Big Nights.
I'm gonna have to watch some of that tonight.
It's so good, dude. I watched some of it recently.
Brian Blessed is one of them.
Okay, so
Boris the dog and Sir Doris the hamster.
Boris, why are you talking to my armor?
Don't you open that trap door.
we're not having after school ABC reminiscent time.
Oh, we'll be here forever.
Yeah. All right, let's go fucking talk to this dragon.
All right. So you all depart with Gren in tow. He grabs his great axe back from Droop. There's so much smoke. Just like as you guys leave, you see like a bit more smoke coming out of like the cabin again. Like Radolf was sort of just waiting for you all to leave so he could just sort of keep smoking so you wouldn't burn through his whole stash. So you guys plot off up north, and
Actually, wait, Stephen, stop. I just have a real quick. Not looking. But forget about it. Go on.
Okay.
I was gonna see if I could have tried to quickly thief some weed, but then I'm like, no, the consequences of that going badly would be.
Okay. Yeah, probably not the best idea to steal drugs from the guy that just brought your best friend back. Well, not you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's very powerful.
He's not someone to be fucked with. He's a pacifist till he doesn't have a choice. So you guys head north until you reach a small road that straddles a riverbank, and you take a right. As you take a right out of the forest, the sun is going down. It's a dark night. You see the ruins of the town of Thundertree.
God damn.
Is Blondie okay?
Yeah, so Blondie, this is your hometown.
Looks just how I remember it.
How old would you say you were when the volcano erupted?
I'm imagining like maybe 5, 8, maybe.
Maybe 5 or 8. Okay, so you've got a vague memory of the town itself then. Like you weren't a baby.
Yeah, but also have a
So-
better memory of the town on fire. Probably.
Yeah, that's more singed into your memory as the horribly traumatic event of your entire town being burned in a volcanic eruption.
Singed.
So you come to the edges of this town. It's just coming into the evening. And Gren says, all right, now before we get in there, I'm saving this just so you guys didn't drink them early. But if you feel yourself fading, or if you feel yourself sort of lacking in constitution, drink one of these. I'd say it's going to come in handy against this fight. And he hands all of you potions of bravery.
Oh.
So what the potion of bravery does is for an hour it will give you advantage on constitution saving throws.
Ooh.
And he says, and I've also got these for emergency. And he opens up his bag and he has 3 healing potions in his bag. If things get real dire.
Are you going to chuck the potions of bravery in our
mouths?
Well, this is sort of just like a homebrewy thing. I've got nothing to really drag and drop in there. I will...
I can just make something called Potion of Bravery in my...
Yeah, I'd say if you just type Potion of Bravery into your equipment, and I'll give you guys, like, if you just type that into your equipment, because I really don't have anything to drag and drop. It's literally just something I've come up with. Yes, Gren brought you roadies. You got some walk me down healing potions. So Gren has 3 healing potions, and he goes, and I'll hold on to these for when we really need them. All right. So
I guess they weigh like one, I suppose.
Yeah, it takes a real strong, sort of creature to carry these. I don't want to burden you. And he sort of flexes unnecessarily. So you walk in, and I'll give you a bit of a description of what you see as you walk into the town. So in the distance, you see a sort of a large tower. And now, as it was sort of explained to you, that is where the dragon has taken residence. But that is about 150 feet from where you are now. To your right, just as you walk in, there's a small abandoned house. There's a lot of broken down buildings. There's a house up onto your left as well that's sort of broken down and abandoned. Basically, you got this fucked up village in front of you. There's a path that leads between the houses, and there's little paths that break off into the houses as well. So the houses are these wooden, ramshackle, sort of burnt out old houses. The path is overgrown. There's clouds in the sky. It's basically just a ruined old ghost town. There's this thin coating of ash over everything as well.
Are there any residents? I guess we don't know.
You don't know. What I'll do, I'm just going to pop you guys onto the battle map, and I'm just hoping the way that this is constructed isn't super fucky. I've tested it a little bit. Give me your marching order as you go in. Who wants to go up the front?
I'm going to be first.
You're going to be first? This is your hometown. All right.
Yeah.
Aori will follow behind Blondie.
Okay.
Ali's probably in the middle.
Okay.
Still
I'm at the back.
spacey.
I'm always at the back.
All right.
I've lost the
So we'll pop you... Jeez, this is lagging a lot.
Refresh it. It should be fine.
I'm still here, everyone.
Just refresh it. Bless you.
This is rough.
Lucky.
Okay. Jeez, why is my computer lagging so much? We good? You can see some shit?
It's not great.
I've got a pages unresponsive error.
Pretty fucky.
Yeah. Yeah, this is being really
It looks like
fucky
we're
for
going
me.
through hyperspace.
Uh-oh.
Sandwich party in space.
Alright, can anybody see the map? Can anybody just see it nice and
we
clearly?
We can't see the map though. It's like black stretched squares and a white grid.
Interest. Can you see your tokens?
Yes.
Okay, so that's probably the shadows.
I have an idea. Hang on, I'm going to drop out and come back in.
Should we refresh?
Okay. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh. Yeah.
I think I've only got you, Stephen.
Yeah, you can't hear Heath and Ellen?
No, I got no one else. Hang on, refresh.
Jesus. Okay. Look, I'm happy to do that. We'll wait for everyone to come back in. I'm just going to refresh the page, and then we'll get some consensus. All right, hang on.
I can hear you.
Huh?
I can hear you now.
Oh, good. I had very important things to say.
Yeah, what happened? Roll 20 just turned to shit. We gone. Bye.
All right. So I can hear. I don't know who I can hear.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, I can hear Ellen and Heath. I can hear Blondie. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Is Ali back or?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I can't. Yeah,
Because I need to spend
they
it.
can't,
So
they
basically,
can't get on at all now.
oh Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna have to theatre of mind most of this. Basically, what it is, I'll send you a picture. That's not going to spoil anything. Let's have a look. Well, look, basically, what they've done is they've popped little blocks of lighting blocks on every single tree. So basically, the light gets fucked up around every single tree.
It has to calculate every single possible angle of light every time it wants to move.
Yeah, so I'm getting rid of all of the lighting on all of the trees, which is taking a long time. Every time I delete a few dots, it just like freezes everything up.
That's what I was wondering. Maybe it's a good time to call it, and then you can do that.
I'll fix this map up.
Like then you've got time to do that. We could even.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because we can always try and do it another day between now and next week as well.
I was trying to think when that would work for me. We could even try and get into next week.
Yeah, look, I mean, like, I'm really, like, I'm busy. I'm not busy. What am I fucking talking about? I'm never busy.
How's your house hunt going?
All right. Yeah, just, you know, applying for a lot. Yeah. I've only had one response so far, which has been a rejection. But
it's like that. Sometimes you just won't hear from people.
Yeah.
Well, we were looking for houses for Lauren recently, and we inspected like a bunch of them, and we didn't hear back from any.
Yeah,
it's a gnarly time to be looking for houses at the moment.
Yeah.
So the way it's working,
keep going, you will get one.
Yeah. So I mean, the way it's working at the moment, though, is basically Alicia's going to Alicia's going to move into the place, and then I'm going to move in. We're gonna like play it a little bit safe at the moment.
That's
like
smart.
I'm not going to tell anyone I'm moving out and that kind of stuff. Like I've told my housemates that I'm here for a little bit longer and that kind of stuff because things are not as straightforward as they could be. But yeah, so Fee and Lauren, I am currently fixing up the map to hopefully make it a little bit less laggy, but we were thinking just postponing until next week, or we can do like a random session at some time as well. I'm always happy to do like a session during the day on the weekend or something if anyone wants to catch up for that.
It'll be a lot easier in like a week because Lauren will be with me, so that'll be easier.
We can just end up. Oh my god, we can be in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
What about Saturday?
Saturday during the day?
So this Saturday?
Yeah.
The 19th.
Yeah. I could probably.
Could anyone not do this Saturday during the day?
Do you do Saturday? Lauren has Ruby though. That's the only thing.
Oh, I'd be able to figure it out though. That's fine.
But yeah. What about you, Patrick?
I have a Crows game.
Oh no.
What time?
4:40 till 7:40.
Yeah, it'd be before that, probably.
Yeah, like midday.
Are you going to the game?
I finish work
going to the game?
I finish work at 1.
Yeah.
So if we did that at like 2.
Where?
Oh, it'd have to be on here again.
Yeah. Lauren won't be here until the week after.
Okay.
If that would be too much of a time crunch for you, that's fine. Just let us know.
No, that's fine.
Okay. I've just gotten rid of all of those goddamn little dots. I'm just going to drag you all back on real quick just to see if it's still going to be fucky when we try next time, or if... sorry if this crashes all of your computers.
Let's try it. Yeah. That looks
It's
like
working.
I can move and zoom.
You can move and zoom?
I can move and zoom.
Ooh.
Alright. Cool. Alright, mine's not lagging up too much.
Yeah, mine's fine.
Yeah, sweet. It was just all those goddamn little dots on those bushes, which are completely superfluous, completely useless.
Like, if a character's hiding behind a bush, you can just tell us we can't see it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I have a whole layer you guys can't see. So like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I have the GM,
Sorry.
which
Does
is,
that mean
but
we're back on for now?
no, let's
Fee and
Let's
Lauren
call-
are finishing up in 20, so.
Okay.
And I'm not feeling very
And yeah,
well.
also Ellen's not feeling great. That's also very important.
So we can just set a time and roll a little bit fresher, and there's a lot less pressure. Hey, I'm coming in with the big guns.
More pressure, less pressure.
Yeah. Oof, 250% zoom on that bad boy. That's where you want to be.
That's pretty zoom.
That's pretty fucking. It's such a big map.
Large.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a few sessions worth of games on this map. She's a bit chonky. But yeah, no, that is fine. We can. Yeah, we'll just cut it short for tonight. Tonight was just a little leveling sesh. You guys got to hang out and get stoned with
I was
Radar.
about to say, that was some fun, quick little RP, and we leveled up. And
you got high.
Yeah. You know, I mean, who can complain about that? The cops would.
Yeah, now I just kind of wish I had a bit of weed. Bad boy, bad boy.
Hey, do you actually want some? Because I have quite a bit.
Maybe for the weekend.
Maybe for the
no,
weekend.
I have to work on Sunday.
Oh no.
Well, there's always a bud for you at my house. So.
Thank you so much. I'll remember that. Because it's been a long time, but I wouldn't mind.
Maybe we could do that on a movie night or something.
Yeah. Watch Big Nights.
I've never made this kind of colour before.
Okay, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
All right.
Hang on.
Love you
All
all.
right.
Probably not.
Well, I love you guys.
Love you all so
Bye,
much.
Isabel.
I made a colour. I made a colour that I've
You made
never
a
made
colour?
before.
Oh, nice.
That's really nice. That's so
Oh,
cute.
I'm
yeah.
very proud of myself.
Yay!
Yeah, it's super cute.
We are proud of you too.
Nah. Location. Radolf's hut.
All right.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay, bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Map background. You guys are now just in Thunder Tree.
Cats.
Oh, cheese and whiskers.
Huh? Oh.
Time
Turn around.
6, 8 p.m. Done. Oh, Jesus, that's a big one.
That is the time.
That is the time.
It is the time.
In big. Fuck. There we go.
No, I don't know.
Beautiful.
Thank
All
you.
right.
See ya.
No worries. See you next time.
Bye.
See ya.